Announced a $1 billion plan to supercharge the renewable industry, which he says could create 16,000 jobs in regional Australia. If elected, Labor plans to give Australia's emerging hydrogen energy sector a major boost. For more on this, I'm joined now from Brisbane by Dr. David Harris, Research Director of Low Emissions Technology at the CSIRO. Dr. Harris, why is hydrogen a better energy choice?
Well, hydrogen is an energy choice that gives us a mechanism for moving renewable energy around, for exporting that energy and storing that energy indefinitely. So it's a means of chemical storage, if you like, of energy that we can use very efficiently for power generation, for transport and for industrial purposes.
And in very simple terms, how does it work?
The sort of work we're looking at the moment is to develop a value chain where we can use hydrogen as the energy carrier, if you like. So at the moment there are a lot of hydrogen-powered vehicles being developed around the world. There's a strong future, and many of the car manufacturers are now producing fuel cell electric vehicles. They need pure hydrogen to run those vehicles. Now they're very efficient vehicles, and they travel a long distance very cleanly with hydrogen. But there's a great opportunity in using hydrogen as the fuel to source that hydrogen through renewable energy and of course through hydrocarbon sources, the way that it's currently produced. But the real opportunity is to plug the renewable resources of Australia into the global markets for transport and energy, using hydrogen as an energy carrier.
Now, as to Opposition Leader Bill Shorten's announcement today, $1 billion to support hydrogen development and also that $3 million for an innovation hub in Queensland, is that going to supercharge the industry, as he put it?
Well, the industry, as a hydrogen energy industry, is a very immature industry. That said, hydrogen itself is an established industry through the chemical industry and refinery industries worldwide. What we are looking to do, and this is where it's really exciting, is that we can use this chemical, hydrogen, as an energy carrier to give you zero emissions at the point of use. So that opens up a value chain that we are now working to develop to be able to bring together the pieces. Now we can start with existing industries. We can start with the existing hydrogen and in our case ammonia industries to begin putting together the new industry pieces and join the dots so that as we get more and more renewable energy available, we're able to grow that industry to enormous scales of global scale based on all sources of renewable energy and, if you like, from fossil fuel and gas-based resources.
Which countries are currently looking to scale their use, and also who are we in competition with for supply?
Well, there's a strong drive in Japan, as you probably heard. There's a lot of work in Japan developing hydrogen electric vehicles. Japan have made a lot of initiatives around the world looking at various sources of hydrogen for transport and for power generation, because that offers a low emissions at point of use source. Now they're working with us in Australia to produce hydrogen from coal and from renewable sources to start that process. They're working with other people all around the world for to get different sources of hydrogen into the market. The opportunities for us are huge. We have large resources of fossil fuels and renewables, so we are able to participate potentially here as a major energy exporter, which we have a strong history in. And the work that we're doing with many partners, both in Australia and internationally, is helping to build that value chain. That's technologies for producing hydrogen, for storing hydrogen, for means of transporting hydrogen, which is one of the real challenges, to transport it efficiently over very long distances, and then using that hydrogen at the other end of that value chain. So new technologies will have a place all along that value chain. We can begin with what we have now, but there are great opportunities to grow that as our ability to get reduced cost of hydrogen production and a greater network of hydrogen utilisation industries emerge.
Dr. David Harris from the CSIRO, thanks for explaining it to us.
Thank you.
Forest soil needs